brings you into counseling today?
I'm a woman working in a man's world, and I do believe that men are not treated equally when it comes to women and men in the same world.
Have you ran into a situation that made you feel that way?
Of course, when I'm doing a specific task, we all come up with different ideas how to do things, and your way may be resourceful, but my way might be faster, easier, more productive. And then when I turn around and look in meetings, they say, "No, we don't want that way. That's not a good idea. That's not a good idea." Lo and behold, when I'm on the job site doing a job,
Mhm.
they sneakily do my ideas because it works faster and better and productively.
So what have you done when that situation has come across? What have you done?
Because of my integrity,
Mhm.
I try to be very resourceful
Mhm.
and find other outlets to do it better than what I told them. So I don't tell them the whole piece of the puzzle.
Right.
And then I do it my way, which I thought of maybe it might be a little bit faster and smarter. So I have all my ducks in a row and I have my materials ready in advance.
Mhm.
And so I just go at it. Where they have to go get their materials, go to another building, buy it, and blah, blah, blah. When I have all my stuff right there, I'm very resourceful. I know who to go to, where to go, and how to do it faster and productively without going as opposed to Home Depot and Lowe's.
Mhm.
I keep everything in house on hand.
Okay. So has your boss ever seen like any situation where this has happened? Like where is he?
Oh, of course. I was working on a PDU, a power distribution unit. Um, it's an electrical term for maybe a power distribution unit the size of that refrigerator, two refrigerators together. You wire it up, and you have lugs on it. These lugs support feeders to supply the electricity. And one day we were doing PMIs, preventive maintenance. It was three of us. We had to be rated for 600 volts or more. So we have our Nomad suits on,
Mhm.
our PPE, personal protection equipment on, the
Okay.
helmets and everything, ready for whatever volts we're working on. And we was on a particular one doing PMI, our monthly PMIs, and I saw one of the lugs were loose.
Mhm.
That's a big no-no in the electrical world. It can bring down anything, it could shock anything. So I immediately got on my phone and texted my boss.
Okay.
And I told him that it was loose. Lo and behold, the lead guy on the job had
Mhm.
already told everybody else in the building that he had found it. So you want to call it the proof is in the pudding.
Mhm.
Technology is really advanced these days, and I had my infrared camera, which shows me hot spots when I'm doing my PMI, and I had all that recorded and saved on the thermal cam.
So you had your proof.
Yeah, it spots hot spots on anything. I can put it on you, and I can tell where you're hot at. But it's not designed for a person. It's designed for equipment to find either a loose screw or something that's so hot that it has a higher temperature.
Okay.
So as opposed to if it has 60 or below, it's good, but it has 60 or above, that's bad. So we have to
Okay.
troubleshoot it. So back to the story said, the head man didn't get my text, only my boss. So the CEO had a meeting,
Mhm.
which I was working on another job with another guy. He came and got one of their um, male
Mhm.
electricians, and he said, "Come with me." When you get safety bonuses, they don't tell you who it's for, whatever. And he left me by myself, and he went, because we're working twos for safety. He took him, and I said, when he got back, I said, "Where did you go?" He came back with a $20 bonus and a nice DeWalt. DeWalt in the electrician world is good.
And this is the other
DeWalt
guy?
flashlight, yeah. And I said, "Where did you get this from?" He said, "Oh, I told him this should have been yours." And I mean, I can go on with good stories that guys took my credit and knew it was my credit and ended up getting rewarded.
Mhm.
I just got to the point where I didn't say that because knowledge is power. And one thing they can't take from me is my knowledge.
Mhm.
And so what I do, I be studied up. I know all the National Electrical Code, NEC, NEC, National Electrical Codes, so that they can take from me. So you either go with the flow or go above the flow. So I decided to go above the flow and just be more resourceful to them. So lo and behold, I began to be, since I've been in this world for 25, 28 years, I began to speak up. But I do it with humor. I don't do it with lashing out. It's not going to get you anywhere. So if you got to be a woman and a man, where you got to find out the key to unlock their door. So I do everything with humor. And lo and behold, they brought me in and gave me a bonus 2 months later, $200, and a bigger flashlight, the DeWalt flashlight. But and they apologized to me, but it's because I made it known that I had found the situation before anybody else found it. I can go on and on. There's a lot of stories, but the only thing that the only difference between me and a man is our physical strength. Because I can have the same power, same knowledge they have, but when it comes to their physical strength, it's totally different. So that brings me here to you today, because I want to find out what's your take on me solving this problem when men grab the situation and say they did it when they know they didn't do it, and they go with the lie. It's totally a lie. It's disgraceful to a woman, but once I became an electrician, I never knew that was going to bring about things like that. I thought we all going to be on equal, same pages. But when you turn that page, it might be a half page, it might be a full page. So I have to just go along and just, if I don't know, I find out. And I have to work harder and smarter than them.
Right. So it seems like you somewhat have a solution to the problem, but when the problem is occurring, how does that really make you feel?
Oh, it's jaw dropping. It's hurtful. Um, like again, my integrity. I'm an honest person. I believe when you do good, good follow you. Good always come out in front of me because I'm doing good. I'm not a people's pleaser. I'm a God pleaser. So prayers is number one. But I became to make my enemies my footstool, which means they are my friends. And right now today, they're my best friends. But still in all, when it comes to a job and they're for the other counterparts, other electricians, which are males, you're there in their sight, you're their buddy, but then again, they don't want to look bad in front of their other co-worker male friends.
Right. So do you feel like when you mention the situation to your boss, do you feel like that resolves anything, or do you feel like it's not going
I
anywhere?
feel that he's intimidated about when I mention it because he's in a catch-22 position. Um, he knows it might make him look bad once he go and tell his boss or somebody higher up, hey, we gave this to him, but it was hers. I've been in that situation so many times where I'll contact the head by email and say, hey, I wrote up a whole scenario saying how it's done, where it was done, with preventive action, how I contact the engineer that assigned us to that task, and the engineer knew it was my work. But then, some kind of way, three people, this is a total new situation. I go on and on and on. It's happened so many times. Got the reward. And I went to that person and confront them. And he didn't, he said, I don't know why they gave it to me, but he was too ashamed to go and tell them that it wasn't his. He knew it wasn't his. And the boss knew it. And it's like they got in front of a big auditorium of people and awarded them and praised them. And I'm sitting in the audience, and all the other guys sitting at me saying, didn't you do that? And it'll be one or two that say, you need to speak up. And I do. I don't want to embarrass anybody. So, and then we talking about taking pictures, getting award, plaques, and all that. And everything with bells and whistles but a parade. No parade, but bells and whistles. I mean, it's big. It's a big thing. And it's sad to say that the female CEOs see the female working harder than the male. And they acknowledge it and bring it up to my attention. Say, look, we did a slideshow and all we saw was you everywhere and working and moving and resourceful. We saw the guys just standing there. And lo and behold, in every picture, It was hilarious because the men just started laughing about it. So that's how they were getting. It's like
It's no big deal
it's
to
no
them.
big, no big deal to them. It's hilarious, and they know I'm a woman and I'm gonna try to prove myself, so they let me do the work. And they sit back like, oh, I know how to do this, and lo and behold, they don't know.
That's something.
They don't know, so they're learning from me, and they're joking and teasing about the job when yes, they don't know. Now we've had people that actually died. Um, Other contractors on a job, older man told the apprentice to do some work, and the apprentice kept saying the power wouldn't turn off. One rule of thumb is lock out, tag out. You lock out, you tag out your own stuff. If you got a breaker outside, you lock it, you tag it. Put your name on it, lock it, and tag it. Then you go to the source and work on your equipment.
Mm-hmm.
In that scenario, the older man was so mean, he told the apprentice to go lock it out and tag it out. Well, the apprentice forgot. Apprentice mean I'm in training. You're teaching me.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm a journeyman electrician. I got my license and I'm certified.
Mm-hmm.
But he walks away, and old man is so busy fussing, so bitter. And that's one thing about electricity. You can't go in there fighting. Electricity can be your best friend if you know how to handle it and you do the right thing. You
Mm-hmm.
can't go in there fussing and arguing. It's not going to resolve anything. So lo and behold, the older gentleman went and started working on equipment,
Mm-hmm.
and the volts from electricity gave him a heart attack. He died.
Oh
We're
wow.
talking about something like 15 years ago.
Okay.
But so many incidents happen like that, but they're far-fetched
Mm-hmm.
because technology has gotten so advanced. Like I was telling you about the thermal cam.
Mm-hmm.
It's just what it says, thermal cam. It's a camera that you just shoot at the hot spots or wherever you're working on. It tells you if it's hot, energized, whatever. And then you got the hot stick. You can test stuff. My phase is to test in threes. So I have my fluke, I have my hot stick, and I have my meter, and I test 3 times because you can get false testing from things.
Okay. Okay, well, I enjoyed talking with you and I appreciate you coming in. That ends our session today. So I'll look forward to seeing you again next week.
Okay, sorry I was so chatty, but it looked like by
That's
me just
fine.
coming here having an open ear, I'm talking to myself and I can hear
That's
myself.
good. Okay,
So
well,
it does good to talk.
yeah, well, I'll enjoy seeing you again next week.
Okay, thank you.